Arua City is one of the newest cities established by an Act of Parliament on April 28, 2020 as a regional city for Western Isle sub-region and became operational on 1st July 2020. However, I undertake to unpack the HIV/AIDS prevalence in this newly created city of Arua compared to other created cities in Uganda.
The prevalence rate is at 3.1%, but in the previous financial year it was at 2.8%.
Arua City has about 11,000 registered HIV clients. 3/4 are women, while a quarter are men, including those from Democratic Republic of Congo. Most intriguing, between 331 new HIV cases were registered in Arua Hospital between the period of January 2020 to June 2021.
For the previous financial year, the prevalence rate for the boys was at 1.1%, the girls was at 0.6%, then the men was at 2.8%, and the women was at 1.6%. And this is according to the District Health Information System.
With the booming business here, ever since Arua municipality was elevated to a city status in April 2021, the status has attracted a huge influx of people from different walks of life, making the lucrative trade of prostitution that has spiked the HIV prevalence in Arua City from 2.8% to 3.1% over the last 2 years.
In the past, the number of sex workers in the city was not as it is now, because as I speak, we have about 608 sex workers in the city, and we have even the gay people, about 100 of them. This business moves together with the presence of drivers. So each station, they keep on getting new wives.
A 2021 report from Arua Hospital indicates that the city is sharing the little with people hailing from DR Congo. Despite of these challenges caused by the COVID-19 lockdown, the city authority is now focusing its attention on managing the prostitution business, taking center stage in Arua City.
Continuously create awareness, looking local existing structures about self-protection and safety. If you can abstain, abstain. And in line with that, trying to make sure that the condoms are available.
Amidst this dilemma, border riders stand a high risk of contracting and spreading HIV due to the nature of their job that hardly excludes temptations.
I always encourage people we should be going for checkups.
In contrast of people's perception about HIV in the 21st century, I sought for opinions of the youth in Arua City on whether HIV is still a major threat.
My fellow youths, they nowadays say that the HIV is just a malaria. They don't fear. Dressing code has contributed a lot.
People, when you get drunk, always when you go and sleep with someone you don't know about the status, you can easily contract the disease.
Donna Aser from National Community of Women Living with HIV, Nakuola, says rampant teenage pregnancies attest to the fact that young people do not fear contracting HIV, a case that was different in 1990s and the early 2000s.
During the early days of the HIV compared to now, the perception of young people are different. And actually, when Corona came in, many people forgot about HIV. That's why the number of people, young people, teens involved in sexual activities was high. Many people fear pregnancy more than HIV, forgetting that the same way you are getting pregnant is the same way you also get HIV infection.
According to a 2021 report by Uganda AIDS Commission, young and adults account for 40% of new infections. However, for many reasons, people have feared to disclose their status, and this continues to be a trap for many in contracting HIV through a person who does not disclose his or her HIV status.